Good morning to you. It is Tuesday. This is Bodyweight Mobility and Core, and we're going to have a lovely session. It's a couple of circuits, not dissimilar from yesterday's one, but a bit more focused on lower body mobility today with just a bit of active core work to begin with. We are going to start with a mini circuit of tabletops and seated chest stretch and hip swivels. So, position yourself over for 10 tabletops. Okay, 3, 2, 1, up, 2, 3, and down. And no need to push too hard on these just yet. We're going to do this circuit 3 times through, so just get those hips moving, just a bit of active movement in here. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. One more. 1, 2, 3, and 10. Keeping your hands where they are. You can slide your bum forward a little bit. Lift your chest up. And we're just going to do a stretch through the chest. Again, we're going to do this circuit 3 times through, so there's no need to go to end range of motion just yet. I'm going to hold this for about 30 seconds and just get a little active movement, just side to side, opening up that chest, open up those shoulders, get a bit of a stretch across the pecs, over the shoulder joint, down into the bicep, making sure to keep your chest lifted up the whole time. I might just go for about another 5 seconds or so. 1, okay, and hip swivels now, so feet just out past 90 degrees, and we're just going to do 10 in total, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to go back into tabletop now, and this time I want you to focus on getting that full extension with the hips, okay? You don't have to go too crazy in terms of muscle activation just yet, but this round I do want you to make sure you're getting that full extension on the hips, or at least as full as you can get it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and down. Again. 1, 2, 3, and down. It's 2. 1, 2, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, that is 6. 1, 2, 3 is 7. 1, 2, 3, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, that's 10. Okay, so we're going to do the chest stretch again. This time, try and slide your bum a bit further forward. Lift that chest up a bit more. Kind of get a slightly deeper stretch. And still move kind of side to side. I'm going to move my hands in just a little bit. Increase the stretch a touch. You can also walk your fingers back. Push your bum forward and lift your chest up. Should be getting a bit of a deeper stretch now. Another 15 seconds or so. That's 15. Okay, and hip swivel, and this time really try and get your knees all the way down to the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and that is number 10. Okay, we're going for round 3 now. So on the tabletops, I want you to actively squeeze your quads, squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes on each one. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squeezing for 1, 2, 3, and down. Yep, squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Up, squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 4. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 5. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 6. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 7. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 8. Squeeze for 1, 2, 3. That's 9. One more. Up. 1, 2, 3. That's 10. Okay. And again, a nice deep stretch across the chest this time. And you can actively push your hands down into the ground this time. Okay, push them down. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. $15. That's about 30. Okay, so you can actually take the hands off the ground now. That's lovely. And we're going to do the hip swivels without your hand in the ground. Okay, so it's going to be very hip dominant. And again, trying to get those knees all the way down to the ground is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Okay, that's the end of the first circuit. Next one up is we're going to be doing a dynamic side-to-side splits, frog and butterfly, and we're going to do those for 3 by 10 on each of those. So standing up first, there's no need to go too wide on the first set. Okay, just get your legs into a wide position without going anywhere near end range of motion. All right, and we're just gonna scooch down. 1, 2, remember this is just a warm up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and down into a frog position. Okay, and we're going to come forward, all right, and slide back. No need to push too hard this time. Okay, and forward. We're just going to do 1 second pause in the back position. That's 2, forward and back. 3, forward and back. 4, forward and back is 5, forward and back. 6, forward and back is 7, forward, and back is 8. 2 more. Forward and back is 9. 1 more. Forward and back is number 10. And from here into a butterfly pose. Okay, again, there's no need to go too deep in this stretch in the first round. We're going to do this 3 times through. Just give those legs a bit of a shake first, just let them bounce. Okay, so putting your weight back on your hands, you're going to slide back and forward and then actively pull your knees down with your glutes. That's 1, forward, down, that's 2, back, forward, down, that's 3, back, forward, down, that's 4, back, forward, down, that's 5, back, forward, and down, that's 6, back, forward, down, that's 7, back, forward, down, that's 8, back, forward, down is 9, 1 more, back, forward, and down is number 10, standing back up into that lovely side-to-side split position. So, going a little bit wider this time, okay? Still not trying to push that end range of motion just about yet. And try and sit into each one just a little bit deeper for me this time, okay? So, 1, 2, you see we're pausing just a little bit longer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Okay. Over into a frog position. Getting those legs a little bit wider for me. And this time on each rep, as you sit into the back position, I want you to actively try and push your knees out, okay? So, you come down to your elbows if you wish, and forward, and back, and try and push those knees for 1, forward, and back, push those knees for 2, forward, back, push knees for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And from here in, into a butterfly position. Okay. So, shaking those legs again. All right. And this time, we're going to do the same thing again. And we're just going to hold the down position in the butterfly for just a little bit longer, okay? So, back, forward, down, and up. Back, forward, down. That's 2. Back, forward, down. That's 3. Okay, we're going to keep going. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. 10. Okay, standing up. We're going to do that circuit one more time. So this time, I want you to go nice and wide. Still don't go towards end range of motion just yet. We're going to build up to that in a while. But you're going to go nice and wide on these, okay? And you're going to really sit into each position. Okay, so sitting right into it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Okay, down into that lovely frog position. I'm certainly starting to feel like a pretzel. And we're gonna push your knees right out as wide as you can. Okay, and this time you're gonna really sit deep into it each time and push those knees hard back in that back position. Okay, so forward, back, push the knees. That's 1. Forward, back is 2. Really focus on pushing the knees in the back position. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And that is number 10. Okay, up into butterfly. And this time, grab your toes, pull them in close as you can. And this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Rather than sliding back and forward, you're going to keep your hands here on your feet, and you're going to actively push your knees down into the ground. Okay, now pull up against it for 1, 2, 3. Relax, get those knees down again. That's 2. Pull up against your hands for 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 3. Pushing the knees up against your hand. And that's down. It's 4. Arms, I should say, not hands. Down, down, down. Up against your arms. 2, 3, down. That's number 5. Just 5 more of these beautiful ones left. Try and slide your feet in closer to your body if you can. Knees up into the elbows for 3, 2, 1. Down. That's 6. Knees up into the elbows and down. That's 7. Knees up into the elbows and down. That's 8. Knees up into the elbows and down. That's 9. Knees up into the elbows and down. That is number 10. Okay, we're done that circuit. Okay, we're getting there. Next one, you're gonna go into, lovely, the long lunge position here. So you want your knee to be coming past your ankle. I got my left foot forward here. All right, I'm gonna sit into a deep stretch, opening up this hip. Okay, my right hip. I'm just gonna hold that for 3, 2, 1, and down, and just putting your hands down. Nothing too crazy. This is just the first round of this. And for 1, 2, 3, come forward into the lunge for 1, 2, 3, sitting back into it for 1, 2, 3, moving forward into the lunge and sitting back into it for 1, 2, 3, and change legs. Nice deep lunge on that for 1, 2, 3, and sitting back into it for 1, 2, 3, and forward for 1, 2, 3, and back for 1, 2, 3. One more. Forward for 1, 2, 3, and back for 1, 2, 3. And going into a squat position for squat to pike next. So, sitting right down nice and deep into it. Grab under your toes if you can. If not, just grab your ankles. And we're just going to do 3 reps to begin with. Each one for 3-second hold, where you're just going to straighten your legs as much as you can while keeping your torso in contact with your thighs, okay? So here we go. Here's number 1. Up for 1, 2, 3, and down. And same again, up for 1, 2, 3, and down. And again, up for 1, 2, 3, and down. Okay, now twisting back over into that lunge position. Alrighty. This time, you're going to really focus on tightening up technique a little bit. So, when you're in the forward position, really make sure you're getting that deep stretch through that hip, okay? Actively squeeze. If your left foot is forward, you're going to focus on squeezing your right glute, okay? That's going to help open up the right hip. When you're in the back position here, I want you to focus on pushing your left foot down into the ground, okay? So, coming forward, squeeze that glute for 1, 2, 3, and back, push the heel down for 1, 2, 3, and forward, squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3, back, push the heel for 1, 2, 3, forward, squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3, and back, push the heel for 1, 2, 3. Okay, and changing legs. Same again. Squeeze the left glute this time and push the right foot down into the ground. Okay, so here we go. Squeeze that glute for 1, 2, 3. Back, push the heel for 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3. Push the heel for 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3. And push the heel for 1, 2, 3. And twisting around into that lovely squat position. You're going to come down and grab under your toes if you can. If not, grab your ankle. This time we're going to do 3 reps where you're going to pull yourself straight and you're going to lock your knees and squeeze your quads, okay? And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're grabbing under the toes or around the ankles, as long as you get those knees straight with the quads locked, all right? And we're still going to do 3-second holds. Your body can come away from your thighs this time, all right? 3, 2, 1, up. Lock knees, squeeze quads for 1, 2, 3, and down. Again, up. Lock and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and down. And up again. Lock and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and down. The reason I'm getting you to squeeze your glutes in the kneeling lunge position and squeeze your quads is something called reciprocal inhibition, where if you activate the opposite muscle to the one you're trying to stretch, it makes it easier to deactivate and stretch that muscle. You can't use 2 opposite muscles at the same time. All right, let's go for round 3 in the lunge to stretch. This time I want you to really focus on your technique in the in the back position. So when you're coming back here, try and be really aware that you're hinging only from the hips and you're not rounding from the back. But doing that you're going to focus more on stretching the hamstring, okay? Because that's where your extra mobility is going to come from. If you can, then get your hands down, but do your best. Don't let that background try and really force the stretch into the hamstring itself. Okay, so starting forward, squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3, and back. Push that heel down for 1, 2, 3, and up. Forward for 1, 2, 3, and down for 1, 2, 3. One more. Squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3, and push the heel for 1, 2, 3. Okie dokie. Changing legs. All right. Squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3. Down for 1, 2, 3. Forward. Squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3. Heel down for 1, 2, 3. Forward and squeeze the glute for 1, 2, 3. Heel down for 1, 2, 3. Okay. Squat to pike. Into your squat position. This time, grabbing behind the ankles, and when you're up, you're going to actively pull your body in, okay? Still 3-second holds. You're going to get up with your legs locked, your quads squeezed. Then you're going to actively pull yourself in and grab behind the ankles or grab behind the calves, wherever's comfortable for you. And we're going to pull in and hold for 3 seconds, okay? Now, let's go. 3, 2, 1, up, lock, squeeze, pull for 3, 2, 1, and down. Same again. Up, lock and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and down. One more. Up, lock and squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and down. Lovely, lovely stuff. We are very much into the business end of things now. I think you know where this is going. All right. Getting your legs nice and wide. Okay. Lift yourself up so you're sitting on your hamstrings rather than on your bum. Manipulate those feet out again. So now we are really trying to push right up to that sort of end range of motion now. Whenever you're going into deep stretching like this, do not go past the point of pain. Bring yourself up to it and stop there, okay? Don't try and push into a stretch that's so deep you will risk an injury. It's all about slow, incremental development, just pushing the envelope a little bit more every day, and eventually over time you will find you get far more flexible. So to start with, we're going to go left-hand side pancake, left-hand side QL stretch. So you can grab over the toes or grab the ankle, whatever you're comfortable with. And we're going to go in for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Walking forward with the hands, pushing them down for 1, 2, 3. Over to the right for 1, 2, 3. Back to the left for 1, 2, 3. Walking the fingers forward for 1, 2, 3. To the right for 1, 2, 3. Back to the left for 1, 2, 3. Walking those fingers forward, making sure you're pushed down with your hands, okay? Push down for 1, 2, 3. Off to the right for 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can take your legs a little wider again. I'm not asking, I'm telling. Put your one hand forward, one hand back. Lift yourself up so you're tilted forward again, and you'll get a little more range of motion on those legs. So, we're going to do that twice through now, and you're going to do 5-second holds, okay? So, off to the left. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off to the right. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off to the left. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And off to the right. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guess what? We're doing that one more time. Right, and now it's just going to be 10-second holds. Okay, and this time I want to go left leg QL stretch, then the right leg QL stretch, then we're going to come back for your pancake stretch in the middle. But first up, you guessed it, we're going to take those legs even wider. One hand forward, one hand back, lift and tilt. Get the legs a little wider again. Okay, so off to the left first for a 10-second QL hold. Really try and reach further than you have been the last couple of times. If you're on your shin, go for your ankle. If you're on your ankle, go for your toes. If you're on your toes, pull those toes back. Okay? That's it. And if you want, you can even push the heel down and get an even deeper stretch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Off to the right. Oh my Lord. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's go. Walk right forward. Take my glasses off so I can get my head down. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do not move. From here, you're going to go into a split. Okay? Now, you're going to pick yourself up. You're going to really love me for this. You're going to find it much easier to get into a deep split if you just go straight from this position without bringing your legs in first. It is a little awkward to get up, but one hand forward, one hand back, walking yourself. Now, push those legs as wide as they're going to go, and we're just going to hold this for 30 seconds. 1, 2. And that is us today. See you tomorrow. Ah. Ah. Ah.